Hello everybody, today we have another cool unboxing, although a late one, but we can still have fun, enjoy the cars, and maybe we get a chase, cause we have the car culture Deutschland design number 2. I do not know about you guys, but I can never keep the excitement. Anytime I open a box, my eyes scout it for the chase, and I can already see that we do have it, and it's a good one. Wow! Well, I cannot wait to get it and compare it with the regular one, but let's start from the right side, where we have an amazing blue Porsche 911 GT3. Last year's Deutschland design also had a Porsche, but it was a 959. And it wasn't even close to this one. I mean, just look at it. It's an amazing casting. We all love the Porsches, I saw you guys do. I do, and we can't have enough of them. The details are there all over it, so no issues there. The color choice is great, I cannot say anything about that. The new model's release was all the way back in 2011, and I have the white version from back then. It was the year I started collecting, and I used to buy everything, Porsches, Ferraris, cause Hot Wheels had Ferraris back then, and I also used to open everything. I'm glad I don't do it anymore, although it's fun when you do it. The Audi S4 Quattro is a casting that the first Deutschland design set also had it, and it wasn't released anywhere else so far. I'm going back to the first release from last year because they didn't change much when it comes to the manufacturers chosen, but we have all those Fast and Furious sets, so we do understand the way Mattel does it sometimes. Cool car, one that I can see on the streets in my city. I personally enjoy it. The colors, the details, everything Hot Wheels has done with it so far. I didn't get the last year's set, but I couldn't just pass on this year's one. It's not the perfect set, I didn't enjoy all the cars chosen, but we'll get to the least one I like, just it's not this one. What do you think about this model? I mean, what could Hot Wheels do to make this model better? Now we get to the highlight, which I will not drag it more, it's the chase, which is also the first new casting so far, and this set has 2 of them. Let's just enjoy this chase a bit, it's one that looks amazing. If you have watched my previous car culture unboxing, we also had another chase. It was the Lamborghini Countach, and that was a version where the regular one actually looked better in my opinion. But it's not the case here, as they both look amazing. I can't pick a favorite, the chase is harder to find, the black color looks great, same as the red version, with details on the front and in the back. Great choice of rims, obviously the red version has them in chrome, so they pop a bit more, but the black ones are not that far behind. I am excited that again I can enjoy a chase, one of the good ones actually, and I didn't rank these cars yet, but I would put this one number 1 for sure. The second new casting of the set is the V6 C-Class version, and it's the one that was chosen to be filled with decals, a lot of branding on it as you can see. Details front and back, cool racing wheels. I haven't ranked the cars until the chase because it's actually pretty hard to make a ranking of this, because besides the chase being number 1, and I also know the 5th one, all the other ones are probably number 2. Being the second German set, they really skipped on the Volkswagen unfortunately. Even the first set only had 1, and as you can see this set has none. Maybe in the future Hot Wheels will take in consideration adding more Volkswagen cars, and they have what to choose. I would add any versions of the Golf, a Sirocco, or any other models that they already own the license to. The Sprinter is the last one of the case, and you already guessed, this is my least favorite casting of the set. It is a very cool van, don't get me wrong, the model itself is nice, with details overall, and the real rather stilly wheels. What I do not like is that the set is based on racing cars, sports cars, luxury cars, and I feel that the van just doesn't fit with the rest of the line, maybe not even the same scale. It's just my opinion, but again, it's not that bad, it's full of details, it's cool overall, just my least favorite out of the set. There was another version of it released last year in the pop culture set DC Comics, and that one looked very good as well. Unfortunately I do not have it. they would have probably picked a Volkswagen Golf instead, or any other Volkswagens, it would have been the perfect set for me. Try to pay a closer look when we get all the cars out and tell me if you spot a pattern with the old set. It will be very interesting until the end. Number 1, Alfa Romeo Stradale is a cool model to start with, one that has never seen a mainline release and it only had one other release in the Boulevard in 2020. I don't need to mention all the details because premium cars have them, but I think this Alfa is looking great with the choices Mattel did on it, yellow main color and the white nose. Even the rims are a good choice, digging the color so much that I can surely say it is a better number 1 than the one from the first set. McLaren Senna, when it appeared, it already had a mainline release, and in my opinion it was not that special. These are my opinions, yours might be different, but that is okay, we can't all think the same, right? Number 2, McLaren Speedtail, is the first casting I have some issues with, and that is because it is almost the same as the mainline release. Obviously better details and rubber tires, but the color is the same, and I have a feeling that if it's premium, it must be different than any mainline cars, but I guess Hot Wheels don't think the same. It is a very cool model, I like that it is part of this set, but again, I just hoped it would be, well, different than something else released before. Like the Exotic Hypercars collector set where it made team with Agera R, also found in this set, and the Bugatti Chiron found in the first set. I did enjoy the number 2 the previous set had, as the Aston Martin Vulcan was made better and, well, different than what the mainline's version offered. Number 3, Koenigsegg Agera R is one of my favorite cars from Hot Wheels that I didn't have. It is one of those that you just cannot get your hands on. I am happy that changed, because besides the white Boulevard version, this is the best one they made. The details are there, the wheels are nice, although many of you don't like the fact that they're not the same when it comes to proportions. I might be wrong, but I think the spoiler is not metal on this one, right? I guess I will have to open it and see for sure. Also, it is not the most expensive casting from this set, with the price of around $10 on eBay, but it's also too soon to talk about final value. When it comes to comparing it to the number 3 of the previous set, this one is way ahead, as the Valhalla had many issues in the eyes of collectors, and although I enjoyed it, I must agree with what most of them said, especially the huge difference between how the casting look compared with what we have on the card graphics. It has never been in the mainlines, but it had a few very interesting premium releases, especially the one I mentioned previously from the Boulevard set in 2020. Number 4 is a Bugatti I have the same issues with as with the Speedtail. I know that in the end there are differences, but they're very small, and being part of the Car Culture Premium set, I do expect more. With that said, I enjoy the car, the details on it, rims that are not used that often, actually I cannot even remember another casting that used them, and I don't know if you noticed, but the orientation of the cars on the card graphics is different each time, same as the background. If you did notice, please hit the like button, this way we can tell how many of you were paying attention to that. On the other hand, number 4 from the first set is an amazing Bugatti, the Chiron, one that I have been waiting for, and I know many other collectors were very happy with it, and both of them are for the first time in the premium sets. I know you can't be all the time happy with all the choices made for a set, but we are collectors, we have opinions, and we definitely need to talk about them. I left the best one last, Lamborghini Essenza, as this is also the only one new in the set, as it has never been released before anywhere else. Unfortunately, we didn't get the chase this time, but we did get lucky previously, 3 times in a row actually, and you can watch my videos to check those chases found. This is an amazing casting made by Hot Wheels and another one of those situations where the regular version is way better than the chase. We have so good details on it, metallic green color with black accents, huge metal spoiler, Same rims as the Agera that look great. I'm looking at it and it is a model that I would get more of to open and put it on display to enjoy it daily. Probably on my desk while working to make these videos might help me get the inspiration. The number 5 from the first set was also the highlight, and I don't know what it is, the fact that they are Lamborghini, the fact that the green looks so good on them, probably the choice of rims, I really don't know, but they are definitely amazing pieces to have, and I hope that if they will make a third release of the exact MV, they will also choose a Lamborghini as number 5. It's time for another case unboxing, and this time we have the Car Culture Premium Set J Leno's Garage. We have no warnings on this box like we had in the previous unboxing, so it might mean that was only available for the Boulevard set. I'm very excited about this case because the Car Culture sets also have chases, basically the super treasure hunt of the premium series, and I think we just got lucky this time because I already see something interesting. McLaren F1 is the first in the case, and I don't need to mention details for each model because premium cars all have them, and I don't want to bore you by repeating myself. The F1 made an appearance in 2021 in the main lines, and I have 3 variations of it. I'm just missing that white one. It's the Best Buy exclusive. It is very hard to get exclusives and you guys know it, especially here, but this J Leno's version is the best one. I enjoy the wheels as well, and from what I've seen on social media, you guys like it as much as I do. I know I never mentioned, but you can also find me on Instagram, and I always leave the link in the video description, but it's basically the same name as my YouTube channel, JonDiecastBox. I would rank the McLaren F1 the third best car of this set. The second in the case, the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL, is a special model. I don't see anything on it that I would not like, or that it might be out of place. Digging the wheels, the rims, mirrors, everything about it is great. We have seen it first time also in a premium set, but it was a team transport in that IWC livery. I don't have that one to show you unfortunately, but what I do have is the first mainline release, as well as the latest mainline release. I mean, don't they look all great? I love them, simply a very cool model to see and enjoy. I would rank this one second of the case. The tank car is the least favorite one from the set for me. Obviously I rank this one last. It is nothing I find appealing, probably the back wheels, but it is just something I would not want to have, see or put on display. I understand it is part of the J Leno's Garage, so that's why it's part of the set, so probably they wanted an exclusive, cause it hasn't been part of any other series so far either. I have seen some of you guys customizing it and I must say, those look better than what Hot Wheels made with this version. I don't know, I don't see anything interesting, I personally don't like it, so let's move on. The next one has a very different story. The Chevrolet Corvair Yenko Stinger is a special modified car for use in Sports Car Club of America Racing Series, a modification made by Don Yenko, who was an American car dealer and a race driver. First time in Hot Wheels series and it looks great. I like it very much, colors, wheels, and I can actually see this model appearing in the future series for sure. It's a great American car overall considering that the original series of the Corvair was produced to compete with the Volkswagen Beetle. I rank this one fourth from the set. The last one is an amazing car, from details to wheels to the fact that this version is a modification of Ryo Asada's Countach pace car version. What can I say about this model other than what it is obvious? It is a special model and I bet all of you, or most of you, would agree with me and for sure chase after it in the stores or however you can get your hands on it. This is obviously ranked number 1 or maybe 1B because the actual number 1 would be its brother, the chase of this case, the black version. Yeah, we have it and it is amazing. I'm very excited to see one of these because I can experience what you guys do when you find one of these chases or when you get cases and find one of them. I'm not sure how many of the chases are made, probably more than what supers are, but still, you guys know they're not easy to get and they go for crazy prices online. There are differences between them, small, but they are, with the most important ones being the wheels choices. This is a situation where I believe that the regular version actually looks better. You can actually see the details on it, the lines on the doors, and red color is a better choice for a super sports car, but still, the chase is a special one and it has more of a sentimental value than a visual one. Car Culture is the most popular Hot Wheels premium series at the moment, and in front of us we have Autostrasse. Let's talk about it. Alpine A110 is the first one of the set, a car that has been new in the mainlines in 2019. It didn't have any other premium releases, and it didn't have many releases overall. Not that popular as a model, but it does look good in this set. Nice colors combo, cool wheels. This is the list I enjoy, but again, it is not bad. We definitely have more interesting models to see in the case, and I can guess what you're waiting to see. BMW M3 is a casting that so far has only been seen in premium sets, and it is a very cool one. It looks so good in this flaming red color. The first release was the white version, and you know me and my white addiction of Hot Wheels. Simple color, no other decals on it, graphics, just the pure color, with the same type of wheels as the Alpine, but being in silver, they definitely stand out better. Not to be confused with the RRC version, as they are different models. Until we will get a mainline release, if ever, we will have to be pleased with the premium versions. If you had to choose just one out of all versions released, only one, which color would you choose? Cause, well, I'm pretty sure you already know what I will choose. So, did we get a chase? Yes, we did, and I had to keep these cases coming from the same supplier, cause I did get other chases previously with other sets, so be sure to check those videos on my channel. The 1973 Volvo 142 GL, and this is a new casting for this set, and what a nice one it is. It has a lowered stance and it does look like a modified Mercedes in a way. Another simple color on it, nothing crazy, probably this is part of the licensing as well, so even if Hot Wheels wanted to add some crazy graphics on it, they were not allowed. This one might be another case where the chase actually looks better than the regular one, but I do enjoy both of them. The same type of rims, although they look better on the regular with the silver choice. It will look even better if you can hit that like button, it will help me a lot, even more than this chase does. Thank you. We were speaking about the Mercedes previously, well, here it is. They're both from the same era, but I'm not sure who was inspired by who. It has also been released only in premium sets, and it is one that it will never see a mainline release. These Mercedes were built to last back in the days, they would not break, not get faulty, so much that it was almost useless to build spare parts for them. It's definitely a classic, and I am happy we get it in another Car Culture set. The last one of the set is one that doesn't really get in line with all the other choices, but personally I'm happy with it. It is the first time we have this model in a premium set, but it has seen mainline releases, with a bit of a catch. There are two versions released in the mainlines with small differences, one of them being based on a concept version and the other one based on the product version. I'm not entirely sure, but I think the 2021 version is the production and the 2015 is the concept, thus making the premium based on the concept rather than the production version. I am not sure why they chose this. Maybe we can ask someone at Mattel, but in the end, again, I enjoy the casting, so I'm happy it is part of this set. Being part of the car culture segment, there are chases, so keep watching until the end of the video to see if we did get one today. I did get pretty lucky in the previous videos in the past, but you already know that if you have watched my videos before. Let's start from the right side and work our way to the left. We have the 95 Mazda RX-7, and well, we just had this model in the previous video in the Fast and Furious set. We had that very cool white version. This is exactly the same, but obviously it doesn't have the decals and it's in blue. We do have the cool wheels, but the most amazing thing about this particular set is the graphics, the artwork on the cards. This one has been in the main lines since 2017, and I think the first version was also a blue one. It has also been a super in 2021. You guys probably remember. This is also one of those sets that all the cars in it are very nice. I mean, I cannot pick a favorite and I cannot pick one that I do not like. I enjoy all of them. Right now in the stores you can find the pop culture premium sets Disney 100, which is 100 years of Disney, and I already have a box of them to show you, video coming next week, and probably the speed machines from car culture, which is an homage to the series from 2010-2011, so make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you won't miss them. The next one is this Nissan 300ZX Twin Turbo, which is also an amazing little piece. I mean, they're all JDM cars, and I do not know that many collectors who don't enjoy JDM cars. I have the feeling that when I look at this artwork, it reminds me of anime or manga comics. This 300ZX has been in the mainlines before, since 2019. It has also been a super version in 2021. I don't know how many of you got lucky and found that version. It was also part of the premium set in 2021. It was part of the car culture modern classics. It's a nice little piece again, I enjoy it. Enjoy the wheels, all black. I mean, they're a little bit difficult to stand out, but still, I don't know, probably a silver or something like that would look great. Previous year has been great for premium sets, especially for car culture segment, and I have a feeling that this year is going to continue that. Oh, and if you haven't noticed, we even have mirrors on them, and you probably know that Hot Wheels have a thing for mirrors, and not many cars do have the mirrors, unfortunately. Now the next one is the new model of this set, and not only the new model of this set, but it's actually new for Hot Wheels lineup in general. It's the Mazda RX-7, the Pandem version with the Pandem body kit on it. And you guys love this. I've seen your comments and I've seen some videos on YouTube, and everybody loves this one. Also, without keeping the excitement, let's see, did we get the chase? What do you guys think? Did we? Well, if your answer was yes, then yes. Wow, just look at it. And it's again one of those chases, and one of those rare occasions where the chase is actually better than the regular. And we can see even on the card there's the difference. The chase and chases in general in car culture are all black, so there are black versions of the regular ones. It has those tiny wheels, so if I had to nitpick, probably that's my only, I don't know, I could say complaint. And the chase also has it. Obviously the chase has the gold lines on the rims, while the regular one has the silver ones. These chases actually go for a high price on eBay, and I do understand why. I mean, they are harder to find, but still some prices go more than they should. So yeah, I'm very happy to have it. Probably one of the tiniest castings from the premium series is this Toyota Starlet, which is not a new model. It has appeared once more in the premiums in 2021 in the car culture Toyota. It has never been in the main lines before, and as I said, it's a very tiny casting, but as tiny as it is, it does have the details on it. It's funny looking, and I don't even remember seeing this in real life. Because when it comes to the scale, Hot Wheels are not always real to what the real life casting actually offer. I think the best way, which is not responsibly financial, the best way to collect is to get 2 of each, one to open and one to keep carded. Still, this hobby has to be fun and you don't need to break the bank to keep the hobby alive. And the last car of the set is one that we already know about. It's the Subaru Impreza, and this is another very cool model. Again, all the cars in the set are nice. The one that I remember for this one is the treasure hunt, the regular treasure hunt from last year, that white version, which was pretty cool to be honest. This one has been in the mainline since 2020. It was in the premium also in that year in the Car Culture Modern Classics. As you can see, you can find most of these in other premium sets, but for a new collector who hasn't been around when those sets appeared, it is a great opportunity to get them all in a single set. As we can see, another very good set from 2022, and I have a feeling 2023 is going to keep it the same. If you don't enjoy the cards choices that much, you will definitely enjoy the graphics, the artwork on the cards. What also has cool artwork on the cards is the next set, and you can enjoy it by clicking on this video. Thank you for watching and have fun collecting!